Have you ever experienced being betrayed by your loved ones? The seven Jennings sisters were all born unusually fertile while I was born extremely virile. My grandmother wanted me to marry a woman with high fertility so we could have lots of kids and thrive as a family. In my previous life, I followed her wishes and chose Cara Jennings. But she joined forces with her six sisters to steal my family estate, locked me in a basement, and tortured me until I died. Now that I had come back to life on the day I had a banquet to announce my bride-to-be, I chose Michelle Cooper, the powerful CEO rumored to be sickly and infertile. I sat on the couch staring at the seven Jennings sisters posing a short distance away, all trying to show themselves off, and my mind drifted for a moment. I had been reborn on the day I had a banquet to choose my bride-to-be. My grandmother's gentle, familiar voice rang out beside me. "Percy, just pick one. I've already had all these girls trained for you." I looked at the sisters on stage, and my vision dimmed as a strong wave of hatred rose in my chest. In my last life, after spending time with the seven sisters, I felt most drawn to Cara Jennings, so I chose her to be my wife. But in the end, she pushed my grandmother off the second floor, killing her on the spot. After that, Cara teamed up with her sisters, took over my family's assets, and locked me in the basement. The basement was dark, filthy, and suffocating. They even brought my driver's son, Oscar Warner, just so he could watch and laugh at my misery. "Oscar, look at Percy. He doesn't even look like a person anymore. It's disgusting." Oscar walked up to me with a twisted smile and slapped me without hesitating. "Aren't you supposed to be super fertile? Let's see how many women you can knock up at the same time." The second I remembered everything they had done to me in my past life, a wave of revulsion hit me, and I gagged hard. My grandmother instantly noticed and looked at me with deep worry. "Percy, are you feeling sick?" I nodded, my face tense. "Please get them out of here." The butler glanced at my grandmother, and once she gave a nod, he quickly led the sisters away. After everyone left, my grandmother looked at me with nothing but affection. "If you're not well, then rest. We can wait a few more days before you choose your wife." I looked at her silver hair, and the horrible ending from my past life flashed through my mind. This time, I would never let it happen again. My expression hardened, and I spoke softly. "Grandma, I want to marry Michelle from the Coopers." My grandmother frowned and said, clearly unhappy, "Michelle may run Cooper Corporations and have plenty of power, but she's sick all the time and can't have children. Why marry someone who's practically on her deathbed? Our family already has enough wealth and influence. You don't need to marry someone from the Coopers to grow our business." Her gaze dropped and a shadow passed over her face. "The Spencers barely have any descendants left anymore. After your parents died in that accident when you were young, it's only been the two of us. I just want you to marry a healthy woman, have children, and help the Spencers grow again." I stood and moved to sit beside her, pouring her a glass of water. "Grandma, think about it. If I marry Michelle, the Spencers and the Coopers won't be enemies anymore, and our influence will rise together. That way, I'll be able to build my own business empire. And about having kids, you really don't have to stress. Did you forget I'm incredibly fertile? Even if I lose her someday, there will always be someone willing to have children with me." After I said that, I saw her expression ease a little. I gently lifted the glass to her lips. I continued, "Instead of pushing me to marry one of these super fertile women, wouldn't it make more sense for me to find someone whose status actually matches mine? That way, I can get both the business benefits and the kids." My grandmother let out a helpless sigh and nodded. "All right, since you've already made up your mind, then do what you think is right." Oscar had been sneaking around outside the door. After hearing my whole conversation with my grandmother, he rushed off to tattle to the sisters. "Cara, I was worried about all of you, so I snuck over to take a look at the banquet, and I heard Percy say he doesn't want any of you. He wants to marry that sickly woman, Michelle Cooper." Cara gave a cold snort, her eyes full of disdain. "Oh, so he thinks he's too good for us now." Cara Jennings glared and snapped, "Percy is such a shameless idiot. He clicked the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.